I'm just using this as an excuse to keep hearing the microphone. All right, everybody! I'm back from the depths of hell, and I am here for another fun-filled episode of the Alpha Male Show. What's going on, everybody? Good to see everybody in the house. My man, Zach Hudak, Louis Cedeno, DJ Friction himself is here. My boy, Rick Samolan. Ian Crown, I don't even know who he is, but he's got to be cool because he's here. What's going on, everybody? It's good to be back. I was at the doctor last week. I can't tell you how much I appreciate everybody reaching out, wishing me well, hoping I live through the week. You never know what's going to happen when you're the alpha male. Honestly, people, I'm probably in better shape than all you guys. I'm probably healthier, stronger, faster. They've rebuilt me. I don't know what Gene's doing to the monitor over there, but it's bouncing all over the place. And it's saying, welcome to Hamilton Radio. I should be on there, but I am not. So I can't watch my fat self, which is only a plus, right, people? But let me just give you an idea of how I roll, because I do roll, people. I went to the doctor. I always go to the doctor. Eddie Clark in the house. What's going on there, Mr. Clark? Always good to see you, sir. Hope all is well with you. When it comes to my health, I always tend to err on the side of caution. If I'm thinking something isn't feeling right or isn't copacetic, I'll just call the doctor and let him tell me. I'd rather prevent something stupid now than something big later, because it could just be the tires right now, but if you let the tires go long enough, all of a sudden you need a whole front end rebuild, and we don't need a front end rebuild on me. That's got to be expensive. But I want to thank everybody for all the well wishes and everything, and I am back. We are back. We had a great show, ton of stuff to fill you in on, and I'm going to fill you in on the greatest thing. I've been waiting for this for 2 weeks, give or take, and I'm going to have to wait another couple of days to get there, but the return, the opening, the reopening of Josie's Pizzeria, 228 Stuyvesant Ave, Linares, New Jersey. Give them a call, 201-933-1966. Tell them Ed from the Alpha Male Show sent you, and that I can't wait to get back there. Everything's renovated, new roof, new windows. I can't wait to see the inside. That's supposed to be all done. Don't know if it is, don't know what's going on, but I can't wait to see and find out. Okay, I got so many things to talk about. But before I get into all the Rescue Mania stuff and all the rest of that stuff, everything I got going on, the weather around here has been incredibly sick. For you people not from New Jersey chiming in or tuning in, New Jersey has been flooding. The rains have just been nonstop. It's like living in the rainforest, for crying out loud. My main man, Craig Lloydgren, in the house. What's going on there, buddy Craig? I am going to be promoting Married and Miserable in a little bit because, honestly, it's one of my favorite stand-ups of all time. My buddy Craig was just off the hook that night. Such great stuff. I can't wait to see that live on Netflix or Hulu or nice. Craig is building an arc. If you're gonna take two fat people and put two fat people on the ark, I'm your guy. I know you're already going to get two elephants and two lions, two emus or whatever else you got. But if you are going to take two fat guys on the ark, I'm the fat guy. But don't hook me up with the fat broad. I don't like fat broads. I need a little tiny chick. This way when I'm on top of them, they don't know they're under there. They're grateful when I get off because they can breathe again. All that fun stuff. Dude, I can't wait to see my sketch with the wing in the eye. That's got to be good stuff. Everybody in that sketch was phenomenal, top to bottom. Hey, Rocco Filarino in the house, Carlo Valerio, Gene Piero, who's sitting right across from me, but still in the house, sharing with everyone. Let's see. Let me make sure I forgot to do that. You see? That's the problem. We got to go public with this. I think I figured it out, Gene. It's only 50 episodes in. Well, not quite. 35. It's our 35th episode. Maybe 36th. Oh, wait. It's right here. I'll tell you right now. This is our 30, 35, 36. This is our 36th episode. So we're creeping up on the 50th. I'm gonna have something good in store for you guys for the 50th episode. I'm not gonna let the cat out of the bag just yet, but episode 50, we're gonna have some rocking shit going on in the studio. They're gonna ban us from Facebook and everywhere else they can. But let's move along. We already know Josie's has reopened. I'll be plugging them a little bit later. We got the weather and the health. Let's hope we don't all drown here in New Jersey with all the rain. But, hey, anything's possible. As you know, last time I was on, I brought it out of the bag that Rescue Mania 2 will be 9/23. I will be present at that. But there's something even bigger on the horizon before Rescue Mania 2. Now, you're asking, what could be bigger than Rescue Mania 2? Well, there isn't a lot, but let me tell you what we got going on. Labor Day. The Labor Day weekend, Monday, September the 3rd. We're going to have a very special, a very rare, for those of you who are familiar with the Rutherford area and those you aren't, every year on Labor Day, Rutherford closes down Park Avenue, which is the main drag in Rutherford. They close it down. They let all the businesses on Park Ave put tables out. They take to the streets. They sell everything they can. It's just it's a rocking good time the whole time. This year they're going to have a beer garden in Rutherford. The beer garden is always welcome for all those people who want to get really drunk. But right outside the beer garden, we're going to set up a Rescue Mania ring right out there in the middle of the street. We're going to throw on an exhibition. We're going to have 3 or 4 matches, nothing too crazy. Some interviews I'll be announcing. My man Mike Cesark, I think that's how you say. I can't say his last name. No one can. It's one of those names. Once you put a Z in someone's name, and it's not like the primary letter. I don't know how to say their name. It's like SZ. How do you pronounce SZ? SZ is short for size. Somehow it's this guy's name. But anyway, he'll be there. I'm going to be there. I'll be announcing. I'll be calling it like I see it, like I always do. One of the matches is Gunner Trash because, Rutherford has to put a trash man in the ring. Because, you need a garbage man in the ring, as always. He'll be taking on the mighty Prince Akatan. I think that's how you say his name. Another name I can't pronounce, but the man is a prince. And it's another thing. The guy's a prince. He's royalty. He's used to having people throw flowers at his feet and bow down to him, and Rutherford makes him get in the ring with a garbage man. I just don't understand it. But he will be there. There's going to be a couple other matches. I believe Jarrett Foster's going to be there. I think Jarrett Foster has a little bit too much class to wrestle at a street fair, though. But we'll see about that. We'll see what happens. It should be an interesting afternoon. We're just going to put on a quick exhibition, sell tickets to Rescue Mania 2. So if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, we will be selling them at the street fair on September the 3rd. But I won't wait till then to get your tickets because they're selling out fast. VIP seating is flying out the door. So we got plenty. Yeah, there's still plenty of tickets. It's all going to be held at Felician University on September the 23rd. Rescue Mania is just going to be off the hook. Some great matches coming up. Again, we got the exhibition on September the 3rd, so make sure you're there. It's going to be like a pre-show for Rescue Mania 2, which is going to be phenomenal, mostly because I will be at Rescue Mania 2. I will be doing all commentary with my partner, Cheyenne Ortiz. But the pre-show is, we're still putting everything together for the pre-show, but it will be Labor Day, Monday, September the 3rd, in Rutherford on Ames Ave, right by the beer garden. Get yourself a beer, sit back. 1 o'clock, it's going to start. It's going to be 1 to 2:30. Come out, watch what's going on. You'll definitely be hooked on Rescue Mania, and you're going to love coming on. Now, I got let me jump ahead because I got some stuff I want to yell about, but I'm going to have some other stuff that. But before I get into the screaming and hollering portion of our program, I want to promote my boy Craig. He did a special a few months back called Married and Miserable. We had a little sketch where me and a bunch of the other comics got a chance to do a little sketch for him, and then he got up on stage and he just crushed it. It was just phenomenal, and now he's got the final product done. It's going to be sold out to the highest bidder. Hulu, Netflix, you better get on board. Comedy Central, anybody who's got anything to do with making people laugh, you better get on board for this because Craig Lloydgren's the next big thing in comedy. As long as no one fatter than me gets in. But definitely check out Married and Miserable. If you haven't seen it, you weren't there, you missed out on a great show. So call your Netflix provider, call your Hulu provider, call Comedy Central. Tell them to dish out a couple of bucks. Start paying money on some real comics instead of those hacks they try and push down our throats on Netflix and on Hulu. And let's get some real comics out there. Guys who know how to, who are really down and dirty in the business like Craig. Craig's a great guy, great comic. He helps out other comics. I can't say enough great things about him. So, definitely, if you work with Netflix, you work with Hulu, YouTube, Showtime, whoever you work for, there's got to be somebody in the industry out there. Definitely pick this up and check it out. It's top to bottom. It's a great event. Now, enough all the plugging and everything else. Let's get into something dirty here. All day long, and if I looked on my phone, I probably still got another 15, 20 posts. All day long, my buddy Dave Hodjanowski and Anthony Ennis have been in a Twitter war with a couple of twats. 3 or 4 of them. And they're just arguing bad. These guys are just trying to troll Anthony and Dave. Anthony and Dave are just insulting them all day and just abusing them. They tried dragging me in, and I'm going to be honest with you. I just block the imbeciles because I don't want to hear from them. I don't care what they have to say. They're just trolls, and their whole purpose is they find somebody like Anthony who likes to scream and holler at everybody, and they troll him all day to try to get him to say something or express something that he shouldn't express, that Twitter will find offensive, and they'll suspend his account. I'll be honest with you. I've said it on this show before. I'll say it again. You have Everyone has an opinion. Everyone is entitled to an opinion. I'll never say you're not entitled to an opinion. Whatever you think, whatever you say, I'm 100% behind. Well, almost. Jeez, I missed a whole bunch of stuff. This dopey friggin'... I'm missing out on everybody. Everybody's here. All you guys are here. And you want to know why I missed it? Because Facebook's filled with a bunch of goons. But that's all right. Now I got all the comments. If I missed you, Matt Coughlin's here. What's going on, Matt? Hodge is here. Everybody's here. All day long, these guys are trolling Hodge. They're trolling Anthony. And Anthony and Dave are just abusing these guys all day. I myself, I can't tell you enough how I ignore these people. Because as I was saying, everyone's entitled to an opinion. You can have an opinion. I can have an opinion. Everyone has an opinion. But guess what? If it's not my opinion, you have the wrong opinion. You're right, Ed. They have a right to their opinion. But again, not everyone's opinion happens to be correct. So if it's not my opinion, you're wrong. Live with it. Hey, the Ventosos are in the house. What's going on, Danielle? Good to see you. I'll be honest, I almost went and hung out with the Ventosos this week. They were at Mardi Gras. It's a little bar in Lyndhurst. They were hanging out. And I'll be honest, I was exhausted. I hadn't slept in a couple of days, running around doing stuff with trying to set up the Alpha Male tournament, trying to set up a couple other things, working on redoing the movie. And I saw their posts on Facebook, and I'm like, hey, look, they're at Marty's. I can just scoot down there. And I fell asleep. I couldn't get off the couch. And that was like in a Saturday afternoon. But I digress. As I was saying, again, these trolls, they get you on Facebook. They get you on... Now, I'm going to give you a prime example of a conversation we were having earlier. Eddie Clark. Good guy. I love Eddie Clark. One of the funniest guys I ever met. I met him on Animal House Radio. He's been here 100 times. Me and him don't see eye to eye when it comes to politics. I'm kind of a Trump supporter, although I get where Eddie's coming from on a lot of his posts. Eddie's not, so I just don't comment on it because I respect Eddie. I respect what Eddie says. I respect what he does. But I don't always agree on everything he has to say. That doesn't mean I think any less of Eddie Clark for saying something, for thinking differently than I do. I still respect Eddie. I still think he's a great comic. If I ever had a chance to work with Eddie, I'd love to. I'd consider it an honor. He's a great guy. Anytime I got to sit next to him, I was honored to have him here. But me and him don't agree on politics. It's fine. This country has to learn it's okay to disagree with each other. We don't always have to agree on everything. But what we have to do is we have to be adults and we have to learn to get along. Darlene, it's always good to see you and Steve. Julius in the house. What's going on, Julius? I just got to say, we as a country, we all have to unite. We all have to get along. We have to put aside the petty stupidness that goes on in this country. All the petty little... Oh, well, I can't talk to you because you're a Trump supporter. Or I can't talk to you because you hate the president. Or I'm not going to talk to you because you watch the NFL. And they have people. It's like, what is wrong with you people? Okay, you don't have to agree with everything I do. And I don't have to agree with everything you do. I just have to tell you. You know, Eddie, I wish everyone heard what I said, too, because then maybe I'd be getting paid for this radio show, to be honest with you. But instead, I'm here. But I got to say, just because we all don't agree on everything doesn't mean we can't get along. This is silly. The fact that people are not talking to you, I'm not going to talk to you anymore because you're a Trump fan, or I'm not going to talk to you because you hate the president. I don't care. I'll be honest with you. if I go and I find a girl who's sexy as hell with big cans and a great ass, I don't care if she wants me to murder the president. I might just get in line. Depends how hot she is. Hey, Hodge, why don't you go watch the Steelers, okay? Your last place Steelers. Why don't you go let Ben Roethlisberger go fondle a 16-year-old girl? That perv. All right, Gisela, I know I'm immature, but that doesn't mean you have to tell everyone. I got a little preachy there. Sorry, people. It happens once in a while. All right, here's something that just drives me nuts. I said something perfectly, Matt? Really? We may have to go back and listen to that. I had to say something wrong if I said it right. Anyway, here's something that drives me nuts. Okay, I'm driving to work. Or was I driving here? I don't know. I'm in the car like 7,500 hours a week. And I see this sign. It says, if you see someone distracted driving or driving aggressively, dial 77. Wait a minute. You want me to pick up my phone, get distracted dialing 77 to tell you somebody is on their phone. They're probably on their phone going, look at that fat jerk off in the Hawaiian shirt. He's on his phone texting. Yeah, I'm texting because you're on your phone. We're all telling 77 that we're driving around on our phones. You know, enough of this asking everybody to rat. This is a problem in this country. Everybody's lazy. Okay? Everyone wants me to do their job for you. If you see something, say something. Screw you, I'm not saying anything. That's not my job. Okay, you want me to see something and say something? Fine. You come in here and you sit down and you do an hour show next week, and I'll drive around and find people on their phones, driving aggressively. You do your job, I'll do mine. Stop asking me to do your job. You're a public servant, for crying out loud. I'm paying you with my taxes. And now I got to do your job? Am I going to get paid? Where's my money for that? If I'm going to go around and start catching criminals, I want a pension. Crying out loud. Everybody wants you to rat. That's all I want you to do is rat. My neighborhood, when I grew up, if you ratted somebody out, you got cleat marks in the back of your head. You don't rat people out. That's another problem with this country. They pit us against one another. You see something, say something. You see something, get involved. I'm not getting involved. Maybe that guy who's getting his ass kicked deserves a beating. Sometimes people deserve beatings. And that's what's gone wrong with this country. You're not allowed to beat people up anymore. People are a lot more respectful when they got smacked in the mouth, weren't they? You didn't have all these internet trolls back when I was a kid. You had an internet troll. It was a kid who came in the playground and ran his mouth, and he got punched and beat up. Everybody took a shot. Well, certain little things get me upset once in a while. No, I don't self-checkout, Craig. I will not self-checkout. That's another thing. You go to the shop, all right? You go to the supermarket, they want you to self-checkout. If I'm self-checking out, I'm taking every other item for free. Why? Because if I got to do your labor for you, bad enough I had to go through the store, find the items, which God knows where you put them. You find the items. I got to put them in my car. I got to take them. I got to put them up on the conveyor. And then what? I got to take them and scan them myself and bag them? Jesus Christ. And then I got to take them and put them in my car? I got to take them from my car, bring them in the house? This is why I'm so fat, I eat everything in the trunk. I'm exhausted by then. There's no way I'm doing self-checkout. Let that little pimply-faced 14-year-old girl check me out, and that 75-year-old dude who's on retirement with one arm, let him bag my groceries. Enough is enough with this silliness. I got to do your labor self-checkout. I'm not going to kiosk at McDonald's. I'm going through the drive-up. Get my food together. I got to go tell Little Machine, this is what I want. Why? Because you don't want to pay them? You're making $98 billion a year. Now, don't get me wrong. Mom and pop stores shouldn't have to pay a minimum wage of $15 an hour. They're not making that money. McDonald's is making billions. Pay those people. Maybe the kids will get off the couch and go to work. Crying out loud, I'm sick of my kids yelling at me about shit when they won't get up and go to work. I got 2 daughters fighting over 1 car. Crying out loud. My daughter's been driving me nuts all week long. Who's driving me? My daughter gets a job for 2 weeks. My 17-year-old finally got a job. She's helping little retarded kids. Can I say retarded kids? Retarded young adults. I guess that's what the proper retarded young adults. I don't know. Anyway, she's working with them for 2 weeks. She needs a ride to work. My ex-wife gives her a ride to work. She gets out at 4. I don't get out to 4:30. I can't help her. So my oldest daughter, who's sitting around doing absolutely nothing because she has summers off, except the only thing she's doing is asking Dad to pay for everything, can't manage to drive to Wayne, New Jersey to pick my daughter up. If anybody's in Wayne, New Jersey around if anybody's in Wayne, New Jersey around 4 o'clock every day, just pick my daughter up. I don't even know where she is. Just, whenever you see a bunch of kids going, yay, day's over, Mom's here. That's where my daughter is. Just pick her up and bring her home. Because my other daughter can't do it. It's too much trouble for her. It's too much trouble for her to just drive. Tell me, she has to get up off the couch, get in her car, and drive 15 minutes from Rutherford to Wayne to pick up my daughter and drive her home, because that would make Dad's life easy. And we can't make Dad's life easy. We have to drive Dad nuts. We have to drive Dad up a wall. We have to make him scream and holler and throw things at people. That's what we have to do. Okay? We can't just go, oh, let's make Dad's life easy for these 2 weeks. I'll just pick up my sister who babysits for me 27 times a week. Let me just do this thing for her. Take a half hour out of my life and do. No, she can't do it. Because my oldest daughter has to drive me up a wall. Crying out loud. Sorry, I needed something to drink. I start screaming like this, I get all worked up. It's hot in here and the air conditioner's on. The air is on. I have a phone call. Put him through. Why am I hearing the show?
What's up, Ed?
What's going on?
Fucking nothing, man. Just watching you scream and moan and groan.
Well, that's all I do.
I wanted to actually watch myself while you were on live, but I can't. It echoes now.
Yeah, I know. It's, I have no idea why it's
going on down there, man. You get flooded out or what?
I don't know. Do we get flooded down here in Robbinsville? No flooding in Robbinsville.
You checked yourself safe, though, a couple days ago?
I also check myself safe in the Philippines.
Oh.
I always check myself safe. I don't want anyone to worry.
Very well.
Apparently there was flooding in the Philippines, but I didn't know anything about that.
No. Did you see the flooding on 46? Did you see all those Dodges?
Yeah. That was cool.
Well, they're going in the trash anyway in a couple of years, right?
Yeah, well, they're, let's face it, at least half of those cars were going to be in drunk driving accidents anyway. The way I see it is we just saved someone's life.
That's correct. Anyway, we will see you later. Take care there, bud.
Fantastic. Great hearing from you. Still don't know who that was, but glad they were on. Most people introduced themselves. But that dude sounded cool. Whoever he was. I think it was Monty Mason. I could be wrong. Hey, my cousin Elise is in the house. What's going on, Elise? Good to see you, darling. Her boyfriend, husband, whatever he is, I don't know what he is. That dude is ripped. He's like 50-something years old. He's carved from stone. No one, and I mean no one, is messing with my cousin. I don't have to worry about anybody touching her ever. Anyone even goes up to her and says something inappropriate, he'll just flex and crush their larynx. It'll be fantastic. Yeah, I have no idea who that was, Craig, but I don't care. I'll just talk to anybody who calls in. I'm dying for material here. But hey, since it's 7:30, one of my favorite segments. I'm working on new segments. Oddly enough, I can't find a dartboard. I went to all the sporting goods stores. Apparently, they only sell dartboards at during the winter time. I tell you what, I'm killing, Craig. I'm killing myself. I'm going to die here of a heart attack. It's 100 degrees in the studio with the air conditioning on. I'm 400 pounds overweight. And considering I only weigh about 302 pounds, it's kind of hard to be 400 pounds overweight. But I am somehow pulling that off. As I was saying, Jessica Bella, self-checkout. I mean, well, I don't know who this Jessica Bella is, but she's awfully cute, and she's agreeing with me. It's not often cute girls agree with me, so I am just going to praise her. Way to go, Jess. Dave Hodge giving out the number, 609-807-2492. It's only at the bottom of the screen, Dave, but, hey, you just keep chiming that in. Oh, holy cow. Okay, so as soon as I find a dartboard, I got a brand new segment to the show. If anyone has an old dartboard and wants to donate it, or I'll eventually find one. Eventually, I'll just go online and buy one. But that seems cheesy to me. The only one I found is magnets. I don't need magnets. I need something with sharp, pointy things that I can, take someone's eye out with. I remind you of your Uncle Frankie. I hope your Uncle Frankie didn't touch you, because that's what I'm thinking. But that's me, Jess. I'm just a perv. Ignore that. I just yell a lot. So anyway, we're going to go to the one segment I can do this week, and this is called, my favorite segment, the Alpha Male and Alpha Female of the Week. Now we're going to start with the Alpha Male of the Week. Marco's in the house. What's going on, Marco? Oh, we got another phone call. And you're on the air with the Alpha Male Show.
Big Twin Ruffalo, what up?
What's going on? Who am I talking to?
Dave Hodge.
Dave Hodge! What's going on there, Hodger?
As Anthony proclaiming to the king of Twitter.
I've seen that you have been hailed the king of Twitter after abusing these retards all day. Do these trolls have anything better to do?
No, they don't.
This is why I just ignored the conversation, because I would have just got thrown off Twitter. I would have thrown off Facebook. I would have got thrown out of New Jersey if I started screaming at those guys.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I decided, hey, look, if I would have known it was going to wind up like this, I would have ignored them, back in the beginning of July. But I'm like, yeah, fuck you, whatever. Who the hell are you? Their whole mantra is to get myself kicked off Twitter. They already told me this.
Of course it is. That's all they do, is they troll people to try and get them kicked off Twitter, because I've never seen a group of people with so non-lives that you have nothing better to do than find people on Twitter and get them thrown off. That's your weekend. That's your weekend plan.
60 of them.
Yeah. That's your weekend. They all get together and they say, who can we get thrown off Twitter today because we're really cool? What a bunch of losers, a whole group of losers. You know what? They need a Reverend Jim to start feeding them Kool-Aid is what they need.
Exactly.
Hey, good news. Jessica's Uncle Frankie never touched her. He was a good guy.
That's a good thing.
That is good. You don't see too many Uncle Frankies who turned out to be good guys. Applause to you, Jessica. Congratulations.
Applause to Jessica, too.
Ugh. But getting back to these trolls. You have nothing better to do with your life. You can't go out and create something. You can't go out and find a way to make money. You get people thrown off Twitter. What the hell is wrong with you people?
That's what I keep telling them. I'm like, listen, you want me to say better things, pay me.
Yeah. If you don't like what we're saying, go away. You don't have to listen to me.
If you don't like what I have to say, untag me or prove that I am your fucking Lord and Master.
Well, apparently you are their Lord and Master. Apparently they have a little shrine built somewhere, and all 60 of them get together, and they put a picture of Dave Hodge up on a cross, and they all bow down and kneel to the almighty Dave Hodjanowski because they got nothing else to do with their time.
You know, so I think I need to make a Hodge altar and get a picture of it and send it to them.
You really should. Just make a little altar. We know what we're going to do. Here's what I'm going to do for your trolls. Here's what I'm going to do for all Dave Hodge trolls. Starting next week, for a mere $37.95, I'm going to put you in a car, a Toyota Corolla, and I'm going to drive you around and take you on a Dave Hodjanowski tour to every comedy club he's played. I'll take him to a fake house. I'll take him to like Doug Max's house. We'll take him to a fake house and show that. And we're going to go on the Dave Hodjanowski tour. We're going to make a fortune off of this.
I'm in.
Because these people have nothing. I mean, really? Who goes, well, I got nothing to do today. Let's 60, 70 of us get together and just troll this one guy. And then they can't get you thrown off Twitter because they're retarded.
Yeah, because they think they can bait me into saying something, and I just play adorable with them instead.
You do play adorable. You're so cute. You cute as a button.
Well, that's how you got dragged into it today.
I saw you trying to drag me. I'll be honest. I just started blocking them because I already got 300 message notifications from you and Anthony just responding to them. And I'm like, I can't. I'm at work. I can't be playing with this all day.
No, I got you. What happened was they said something about how fat me and Anthony were. He goes, one of them's fat and the other one's fatter and uglier. And of course Anthony goes, well, how could they say that about us?
How do they know? How do you know they were saying it about me? I'm not the one with the cauliflower ears, and I have hair. He might have been fatter and uglier.
They were talking about I think he was referencing the twin part there.
Yeah, I saw the picture with me and Anthony.
Yeah.
Okay. And I saw like one insult come in. I'm like, I'm not listening to this anymore. And
that's the thing. The second we mention somebody, they start trying to add them in, and everybody just starts blocking them all of it because nobody wants to deal with this shit.
No, it's ridiculous. But that's all right. We still have you and Anthony to carry on the torch.
Yes.
All right. Well, good. Are you coming in this evening for Animal House Radio?
I am, and I will see you not momentarily, but soon enough. I'll be there before you're gone.
Fantastic, because I'm not leaving tonight. I was asked to sit in as usual interviewing the infamous Ogre.
Makes sense.
Fantastic.
See you in a little bit.
See you soon.
Bye.
Everyone, that was the infamous Dave Hodjanowski, who's occasionally co-hosted on this particular show. Craig, good seeing you. Thanks for coming in. I can't wait to see the special. We gotta get it up and running because it's a sin that no one is watching this on Netflix with all that crap they put on there. But have a good evening, Craig. All right, now we get back to the alpha male and alpha female of the week, and then we're gonna have to do the plugs, which are gonna take forever, but it's well worth it. So, alpha male of the week. We're going to have to bring the show down just a little bit. Man who I grew up admiring, enjoying, not like that, just enjoying watching him work. The infamous Jim the Anvil Neidhart, dead at 63. Total shame. What a great guy he is. Was he, was a bear. But rest in peace, Anvil. You, Davey Boy, and the rest of the Hart family can wrestle up there until Brett gets there and teaches you how to wrestle anyway. But we will move on to the Alpha Female, which is a much more exciting and happier time. Alpha Female of the Week is a couple of weeks in the making. She should have been named last week, but I wasn't here. So she will be named this week due to her spectacular performance at the Pole Dancers National Championship, along with the featured dancer division grand champion. She was pole dance national champion, grand champion. How do you even say that in one breath? Featured dancer in the dancers division. She also won Hardest Body, Best in Show, Best Props, Original Performance. The awards go on and on. Not to mention, she's also somehow, it's the first time in my knowledge, to my wisdom, that a stripper was managed to not only take her clothes off, but play an entire drum solo during her routine. The great Callie Reddington. You are this week's Alpha Female of the Week. Congratulations. This will put you in the infamous Alpha Male Tournament. Alpha Male... Which tournament is it? No, it's not the Alpha Male Tournament. It's the Alpha March Madness Tournament. Current champion Jen Garrett, who we love to death. She'll be at Paws and Claws. Well, Jen Garrett is at Paws and Claws in Hoopeston, Illinois. Go check that place out. But this week's Alpha Female is the lovely Callie Jane. Woof! That's a mouthful. I need a co-host so I could shut up for 3 minutes once in a while. You know how hard it is running this mouth for this long without chewing? But let's get on to my favorite portion of the show, the plugs. We are going to start off with the infamous return. I mentioned this earlier, but I'm going to mention it again because it deserves to be mentioned. The infamous return, they should be open, as far as I know, to my knowledge. I haven't been by there today because I have a job. I don't have time to troll people on Twitter. But as I was saying, we have the infamous return of Josie's Pizzeria, 228 Stuyvesant Ave, Lyndhurst, New Jersey. Give them a call, 201-933-1966. Order takeout. You can go to josie'spizzeria.com. If you're anywhere in the area, they deliver. You can pick it up. Whatever you want. You can put a 40-inch pizza in advance. What else do they have? Jeez, it's been so long since I've eaten there. The pizza's the best around. I love eating it. You love eating it. You'll love eating it. Everybody eat it. Okay, here's one for you. RZ Supply. RZ Supply at 27-35 Franklin Turnpike in Mahwah, New Jersey. Give them a call, 201-529-3300. They sponsored my daughter's cheering team. That's how they're getting plugged on here. If you sponsor their cheering team, I will be more than happy to include you in the plugs. Check it out on my page, on my Facebook page. I have to, at some point, post that in the top of the page, which I'm trying to do now as I'm talking to you. It's amazing I can do two things at once. I just can't do either one of them well. The good news is I wasn't doing either one of them well in the first place, but somewhere on here is, I don't know where it is. Just keep scrolling through. I got 9 million Rescue Mania things. I got a bunch of weirdos dressed as sheep being attacked by a wolf, and for some reason Clint Eastwood came out and saved them. I don't really know what that was about, but it was kind of freaky. There's something else on here. I'll be honest with you. I don't even know where most of it is. There's Dak Prescott. Man, oh man, I really got to learn to update this page a little more. There's Annie Lane from a couple of weeks ago. Man, Annie Lane is gorgeous. I could just go on. And Callie Reddington's pretty hot too. If you like a girl in tattoos, check out Callie Jane. Wherever she is, she's always worth it. Always worth it to check her out. She is just gorgeous. Here we go. Finally found it. Now I can get on with the plugs and everything else. I'm going to share this to the top of my page. Take the thing. Feel free to make a donation, whatever it is. It's definitely worth the time. Also, I'm going to be setting up, and I haven't figured out where. I know our cheerleaders are doing a color run. I know we're doing. I believe Rutherford is doing a 5K run. I'm looking for a bit of a marathon run, a 5K run, something else. If I can get $300 raised from everyone just donating, I will be happy to get dressed in flip-flops, shorts, a Hawaiian shirt, and my lays, and I will run a 5K race dressed like that. And Dave Hodge, you're coming along again for the ride. So if I can get $300 in donations during my daughter's cheering, not only will we get plugs, I will run a 5K race in flip-flops. Try and top that. Anyway, RC Supply was nice enough to donate. So if you need roofing, you need siding, anything you need, by all means, give them a call. Say Ed from the Alpha Male Show sent you. If they tell you, it's just because our guys are a little retarded. Yes, again, Hodge. Our guys are not the best customer service reps on the planet, but give them a call. Say Ed Ruffalo from the Alpha Male Show sent you there, and my boss, Mike Body, will take care of you, hook you up. Give them a call, 201-529-3300. Okay, here comes one of my favorite plugs, KA Creations. Give them a call, 312-620-5161. If you need T-shirts made, designs, if you need wedding goblets, all kinds of things, mugs, anything you basically need made in the novelty section of life, KA Creations is the way to go. Just tell them Ed from the Alpha Male Show sent you and told you to give them a holler, and they will hook you up, whatever you need. They actually, if you check out their page, their wedding goblets are the ones she made were actually of superheroes. You get them as Deadpool. You get the Incredible Hulk, Captain America, Iron Man. The goblets are phenomenal. They're really cool. You're going to love them. Check them out. Definitely worth the extra money. If you want to go that route. So just give them a call, KA Creations, 312-620-5161. If they don't answer, leave them a message. They will get back to you within the hour. Also, one of the most gorgeous women I know, Cynthia Taser. Go to CynthiaTaser.com for all your Cynthia Taser needs. And let me tell you, you need Cynthia Taser. Oh, my man Chris in the house. What's going on there, Chris? You missed all the plugs for Rescue Mania and the exhibition pre-show. But I did give everybody a taste of Rescue Mania, the exhibition on September the 3rd, Labor Day, Monday from 1 to 2:30. I will be there. You'll be there. Gunner Trash will be there, spreading garbage throughout the place, while the infamous Prince Academia will be there. And yes, all that is courtesy of Mason Seller, BCB Bank, and Raising the Bar Rehabilitation, as well as the Alpha Male Show. Also, if you need to travel, if you need to get to Rutherford, if you're in another country, like I have fans in Australia, if you want to come to Rescue Mania, you call my girl, Mary Rose McGivern. Give her a call, 412-901-8420. Anywhere you need to go by plane, you need to go by sea, you need to go by land, you need to go by space shuttle, you need to get transport it there like you're on Star Trek. You call Mary Rose McGivern, give her a call, tell her Ed from the Alpha Male Show sent you, and she will hook you up. She'll get you anywhere you need to go. Also, my boys at North Jersey Alliance Football Club. Gotta love these guys. These are some of the best guys in the business. They always give back to the community. So go to follow them on Facebook, go to their website, buy some stuff off of them. Definitely worth hey, Chris, she beamed me twice last night. North Jersey Lions Football Club. Check them out. Worth the look. If you're into soccer, you want to hook up with these guys. They'll teach you everything you want to know. They're great trainers. They're great players. They got teams all over the place. Kids teams, adults teams, women's teams, little girls teams. Just everything, all your soccer needs at North Jersey Alliance Football Club. Okay, if you're in Atlantic City, go to the AC Comedy Club at acjokes.com. They got everybody coming in. They got Artie Lang coming in. They got Reverend Bob Levy coming in. They got some other guys who I forgot their names coming in. Just amazing. Go check them out. You want to definitely want to see that. Monday nights, Uncomfortably Funny podcast from 7 to 9. Dave Hodjanowski, Shay Farrell, and Anthony Ennis will all be there. Usually, if not, I fill in. Always great guests, always a great time. Never know what you're going to run in there. After this Animal House radio show, I will be sitting in with my buddies tonight on Animal House. It's been a couple of weeks since I've seen them. So I'm looking forward to hanging with them for the evening. And remember, all that is brought to you from HamiltonRadio.net. Right here in Hamilton Radio. Gene loves when I plug the show. Loves it. And as soon as we're convinced that 2BTB Music is up and running, I'll let you know. But at the moment, they're not. So, let's see. Where else are we? Okay, let's get back to Rescue Mania since Chris is here. Maybe he can fill in some of the blanks. Rescue Mania is just off the hook, brother. Hey, Mike Sicoli in the house. What's going on there, Mike? My buddy Mike, they stole his bacon suit. Now someone's running around dressed as bacon in his place. It's tragic. But Rescue Mania 2 is coming up on September the 23rd. We will be at Felician University. For those who don't know, you're going to want to get your tickets quick. We sold out last time. We were actually turning people away at the door. They were dying to get in. We had a Joe Rob Arena. I think that's Joe Rob or Rob Joe or Rob Roy. I know there was a Rob involved in there somewhere. I don't know where, but somewhere in there the name Rob was involved, and it was the name of the arena. Either way, it's Felician College. It was a complete sellout. Over 800 people in attendance. This time we're going to shoot to go for 900 people, and I'm going to see the fire department shut that place down because the fire department's running the event, so they'd have to shut themselves down. So I don't think that's possible, but it should be confusing. Oh, I got another call. 3 calls tonight. I'm very popular. You're on the air with the Alpha Male Show.
What's going on, Big Ed?
Hey, everybody. For those of you wondering who this is the infamous, the mighty, the former NWA WCW Tag Team Champion and Hardcore Champion, the Mighty Crowbar. What's going on there, Chris?
Just wrapped up work. I jumped on your podcast. So what is it? My podcast, the radio show, Facebook show. I don't know what stuff is called anymore. I'm so out of the loop. But anyway, I have a few minutes, so I jumped on. I heard you were talking about Rescue Mania, so here I am.
Beautiful. I'll tell you what, I was promoting the exhibition on Labor Day. I want everyone to come out and check that out. I'm going to be there. You're going to be there. We got a couple of great matches for the people, and Rescue Mania 2 is already selling tickets like mad.
It's great, and it's just awesome. You know, we're able to throw together this thing. Rutherford has this huge street fair every year, 10,000, 15,000
right.
people. They get a great turnout, shops, restaurants, you name it, it's down there. They shut down the whole place. And this year, people came together and they wanted to bring Rescue Mania to the street fair. So we're going to have a few matches out there, probably 4 matches and some interviews to whet the appetite of the fans prior to the main Rescue Mania event on 9/23.
I'm very excited about this. I think the exhibition is going to give people a chance to see exactly what they missed at Rescue Mania 1 and what's in store for them at Rescue Mania 2.
Pretty sure we're going to see Adam Payne in action. You're going to see the North American champion, Gunnar Trash, in action. Most champions would not defend their title at a street fair, but he is a man of the people. He is the people's champion, a true people's champion. He's a member of the Rutherford DPW. Everybody in town loves this guy. He's the local Good Samaritan. And street fair or at a university, wherever he's putting up his title, he will defend his title at the Rutherford Street Fair on Ames Ave.
And the good thing about that is as soon as his match is over, he can hop out of the ring, pick up his broom, and start sweeping the streets of Rutherford.
Oh, yeah, because the fair's going to get him real dirty.
Yeah.
Fairs always leave garbages. So, yeah, you can wrestle, and I think we'll get some time and a half, I guess.
And it's good that he can clean up because my buddy Prince Akatan shouldn't be walking amongst garbage.
Yeah, and you know that him and the Prince were supposed to be the match at the last Rescue Mania until there was interference by Jared and Steve, Bright Lights Jared Foster's, and the Jersey Jewel. And, that, prompted the involvement of Tito Santana and Little Guido, who were scheduled for other matches against undercard wrestlers, and that became a giant 6-man tag extravaganza.
That was an extravaganza. I think Jared Foster is underappreciated by the people of Rutherford. I'm looking forward to Rescue Mania 2. Hopefully, Jared Foster can put Mr. Trash in his place, so to speak.
Jared is a unique guy, man. He's from town, extremely talented, but he got a chip on it. And I remember last show, a lot of people came out to see Jared, like a Rutherfordian, grew up in Rutherford, and he basically gave the finger to the town of Rutherford. He's not a happy or proud Rutherfordian. He was happy to get out. He put the mouth on the police, on the fire department, you name it, and he had something negative to say about them. So I'm not too happy about Jared Foster, but I know you like the guy. You think he has moxie.
I tell you, he's got some class and style, but for some reason the people of Rutherford like a guy who plays in garbage.
Yeah, I don't know. But I think he shares their disgust for them just as much as they have a disgust for him. So it's a mutual misadmiration society, I guess.
I just think it speaks to the people of Rutherford that they just follow around a guy who plays in garbage.
Absolutely. We're still trying to figure out what I'm doing for the Rescue Mania event. Plans were to have me wrestle the reinforcer, Andrew Anderson. You know we've had some issues from the last show causing the change.
That's true. You guys did have a bit of a scuffle up at Rescue Mania 1.
However, we went to sign the papers, and he ripped apart the office headquarters. I've heard rumors that he may be in line for suspension. I'm not sure. If that's the case, we have to find an acceptable substitute.
Oh, that's typical of the board. The board at Rescue Mania. Those guys just don't want to put on a good show. That is always trying to stop the best wrestlers from getting in the ring.
Yeah, Tony, we're looking very forward to locking it up with Andrew Anderson. We've had other issues in the past. We've had dozens and dozens of matches against each other, street fight matches, cage matches. I was really looking forward to that.
It took 10 Hulk Hogans to calm him down last time.
On a total side note, that may have been one of my favorite lines of the entire night. But we've killed each other up and down the East Coast and in other states. And I was very much looking forward to this match. He put his hands on a few people He may or may not be suspended. I'm not sure. I was looking very forward to announcing me versus the reinforcer and Andrew Anderson. Not really quite sure where that stands right now. But if there's any way that I can make that match happen, I will. Unfortunately, it may be out of my hands at this time.
Well, we'll see what the powers that be say about this particular match, and we'll move on from there.
Alrighty, but let me get back to my work here. I wanted to check in, but before I started up my paperwork during my real life, I have to put back on my Clark Kent glasses and go back to work. But thanks so much for having me on. Thank you for the
anytime you want to call in, brother, you're always welcome.
And let's get ready to rock the house again.
Let's do it.
Thank you so much, Ed.
All right.
Have a great night.
See you soon.
Good night to your audience.
Good night. All right, everybody. That was the infamous Crowbar calling in. Hyping up for Rescue Mania 2 and the exhibition on September the 3rd, Labor Day, right at the Street Fair in Rutherford. Everyone, that is my time here. Everyone have a good week. I will see everyone next week. Same bat time, same bat station here at HamiltonRadio.net. Everybody stay tuned for Animal House Radio.